What up, friends? Hear me out and don't hang up. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 finale is here. Let's talk about it. It opens up with Kelly Farrell. She's making breakfast for her beautiful daughters, and she's talking about her divorce and opening up her second restaurant. Her sister comes over. They scramble some eggs, and we're moving on over to the Duluth AMC. Shamea holds a showcase, and she, performs some of her songs. And the one thing about this I don't understand is, what is all the shade for, Drew? Why are you shading Shamea's music? Shamea has good songs. You have good songs. Let's keep it moving. Over at the Drew and Ralph household, in true Sinners form, Ralph calls Shamea and asks, can he come upstairs? And she invites him in. And they talk about, the divorce, how they got where they are, and how they are going to move forward. And everything is everything. Cut back to the Shamea performance, however. Shamea and Britt Eady get into a little squabble about some of the recent things that Britt Eady revealed that Shamea said about Portia. Now, I have heard that Britt said something about Shamea's daughter, and personally, I was expecting the worst. Like, I thought it was going to be something bad, she said, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But yes, we understand that kids are off limits, but I mean, I don't know. It just wasn't as bad as, she made out to be to me. Okay, we got to see Shay Shay, Shaq. Okay, let's talk about this. So, am I to believe that every reality show that Phaedra go on and she brings Shaq, his name is going to be different? Because he was Shaq on Married to Medicine. Now he's Shay Shay on Atlanta. Like, what's the next show she go on? Is his name going to be Umtombe? Like, I just want to know. But that kiss, Phaedra. Ooh. One thing about Phaedra know how to kiss. Now we move on to the queen of delusion, Britt Eady. She goes to buy a private jet, and we see, the fakery of it all. Then we see the Edys get all of their families together, and they have a nice dinner, and they talk about kumbaya, and they talk about moving forward, and they tell everyone, oh, we have a grand announcement, and the first thing everyone says, oh, you're pregnant? No, we're going to have a wedding, because they got married during the COVID time, so they didn't have a wedding, and everyone's going to be there. Everyone said they're going to be there. Britt does a twerk thing, but one thing about Britt's husband, he just always seems odd to me. Angela goes to therapy to talk about Charles and the many houses, and we find out that Angela and Drew met with the guy who came to the Williams-Sonoma event and said all the things about Charles sleeping around. And now we move to the Oakleys charity. They honor Portia, and we know why they honor Portia, because Londy's passing, and we know Londy, she worked with the foundation of Hosea Feed the Hungry, and we know that's Portia's family. Hosea Feed the Hungry, they do it every Thanksgiving, I believe, when they feed the hungry. And after that, Angela has this bomb she wants to drop to the women, so they gather up the ladies. She has the special guest, which is Marcus, and the only thing I want to say is, where did y'all get this sissy from? Like, did one of the producers was on Grindr and just hit him up and say, yo, you want to make $100? Because he just didn't, he just looked, okay. And I know some of the gays of Atlanta, like some of the gays of Atlanta, they come out. When they come out, they are, they might not have $20 in their bank account, but they look like they do. So I don't know where they got this guy from. So Charles see him, Charles go off, and I told y'all Charles was old school. I told y'all this. Charles, he holds no punches. He want the guy out. Angela's arguing with him. Trust me. Charles say, no, I don't trust you on this. But Charles do eventually back down and let the guy stay. And Charles like, yo, take this mic off me. I'm done. I'm going. Angela want to do this. She can have it. So Charles is going. Marcus sits down with the ladies. Now, this is where it gets kind of tricky for me. He says, Phaedra. Now, we all know Phaedra will tell a lie. So it's not like we're like, we won't rule her out. And I would have thought it would have been Phaedra up until the guy says she's the godfather of Atlanta. Now, when he said that, I laughed, and after that, it was all a joke to me. I didn't believe anything of it. He storms off, and he leaves because he has to take that jacket back to TJ Maxx and get his money back. So he goes. Now Angela wants to lay into Phaedra. Oh, you're jealous of me. What am I jealous of? This ring. Like, Phaedra don't even want to be married. So why? What? Yeah. What? So Angela, to me, I thought you were reaching with that. I don't know. To me, it's either Angela or Britt set that up. Now, why Angela? She had the finale. They told her, okay, Angela, we're giving you the finale. So Angela said, oh shit, well, you give me the finale. I gotta make this finale pop. Like, if I don't make this finale pop, y'all ain't gonna air it. So something had to be done on this finale. So I won't, rule out Angela doing something. So they get into it. Now Shamea and Britt wants to get into it again. Shamea says she wanted to beat Britt's A. Britt says, is that a threat? Shamea says, oh no, you the one who threatens people. Britt has had it. She walks out. Her and her husband take the mic off of me. These girls are delusional. And that is that. Angela tells Phaedra, thank you for inducting me into this shit, basically. And Phaedra's looking like, you welcome, bitch. And welcome. The very, very end, we got to see Portia finally can film in the house. Kudos to Portia, and the house is beautiful. That's it for this finale, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about the finale. Did y'all like it? Do y'all feel that Phaedra was the culprit? Like, I want to know how y'all feel. Let me know. Yo, Shaq, like, every where she go, his name gonna be different. He gonna be different. And where's Shamea's husband? Like, he's